Hello, dear viewers. Good evening. Hopefully, you are doing fine. I'm Nasi Alam, Graduate Teaching Assistant, Department of English, North Dakota State University. Welcome to my channel, Simple Talk. On my channel, I upload Duolingo practice videos. I also took two real Duolingo tests. I scored 140 in both the Duolingo tests. If you want to watch those videos, you can. You can go to my channel and you can watch all the videos. I always produce educational materials. Also, I just need to give you a note of warning. There is another channel. The name of the channel is Tips and Tricks or something like that. They have been downloading my videos and they are using their names for my videos. So I sent YouTube a complaint, that is a copyright complaint, that you cannot use my videos without my permission, and I filed a complaint against them. Hopefully, YouTube will solve it out very soon. It also shows that many people are watching my content. So let's come to the point. Let's take the test. Let me take another test and let me see what I perform, how much I score. So let's start. It's taking some time. Hopefully, you'll
She
bear
knew
with me.
exactly what the answer was. She knew exactly what the answer was.
So I always tell you, listen to it thrice.
She knew exactly what the answer was.
Yeah. So I hear it thrice, and that's when I understand what would be the clear answer here. So do it every time. Whenever you hear it once, if you are not clear, don't worry. Just write down the answer. Again, hear it just to revise. And if you have time, hear it thrice. That's what I also did in my real practice test. So I write down the answers I'm very sure about. But again, this is a tricky one. Let me see. Let me check it. So it's a tricky part. Sometimes, see, look at it. I was thinking B, B, E, B, E, or B, Y. BE doesn't sound well here. So it shows that you need to have some knowledge of grammar, then you can answer it better. So it should be by simple it was. He was used to seeing refrigerator with a lid of buttons. I'm not sure about that expression. You might want to look at it, lid of buttons. Otherwise, I think the others are right. Pastime. Pastime should not be together, it should be separated. Peer means friends, province means state, sleepless, not sleeping well. I'm feeling sleepy. It's late at night. Installation, yeah, it's okay. Outlook, it's okay. Extrovert means somebody who likes talking, who likes going out. Seemingly means apparently. Efficient, I've never heard it. Prosperance, prosper, I heard. Prosperance, I haven't heard. Conscientious means Bibekban in Bangla. It means you have your own conscience. Hazarding, isolation, I understand. Simplify, I heard. Observist, observer, I heard. So hazarding, no. Prosperance, no. Vivination, I haven't heard. Pastime, it sounds okay, but pastime should be separated. That's where my confusion is. Scientists try to explain why things act the way they do and predict what will happen.
He was successful in replicating his father's famous recipe. He was successful in replicating his father's famous recipe. He was successful in replicating his father's famous recipe.
Yeah, so here it tries. That's what I do. My writing task in the previous section wasn't that good. I wanted to write more, but I didn't have time. So what you can do, you can look at the images and then you can practice writing. So watch my content, watch all the content, pick up the images and write in 1 minute, whatever comes to your mind. This is how you can develop your writing, which is what I would do every day if I were a serious practice taker. I would take the images and I would write my thoughts about them and I would share. Industrial engineering is a branch of engineering which deals with the optimization of complex processes or systems. So app is a plural word too. So you can use are beside app. At first, what I did, I wrote down the correct answers. Just filled up the blanks. Then on my second reading, I am trying to write the correct answers. Most of them are correct. I would say think so. So I'm confused about this one. Okay, because yeah, I'm confident about 95% of the answers. Some of them right now I'm not confident about, but in your spare time, you can look at the answers, you can check the answers, you can see whether I'm right or not. If I'm wrong somewhere, you can write down the correct answer in the comment section. Many of you do that. I'm happy with that. I learn a lot from you, and I feel delighted to receive your comments, to receive your suggestions. So most of you want to know some tips and tricks, so I provide them. But again, remember that you need to practice doing everything on your own. You have to work hard, you have to follow my videos, you can watch others videos, and just keep working hard, keep working hard. Capitalist is an English word, while wilderness is an English word. Adolescent, English word. Adolescent means being adult, something like that. Wilderness, look at the African safari. Abrupt means something ending quickly. Treaty, peace treaty. Shanti chukti. Assertive means confident. Condemn means you criticize someone. And uh, on this, yeah, not others. I don't think they are English words.
The inconvenient parts of camping never seem to bother them. The inconvenient parts of camping never seem to bother them. The inconvenient parts of camping never seem to bother them.
See, here it tries. On my second hearing, I heard it should be parts. I heard it should be parts, not part. So when I heard it for the first time, I wrote part. But when I heard it for the second time, I heard that there is a sa sound after the word part. So I corrected it. And then in my third hearing, I listened carefully to see whether the answer I wrote was correct or not. The position of a person is their status or responsibility in a community or group of people.
These tea rooms often double as bakeries so that tea and pastries are enjoyed together. These tea rooms often double as bakeries so that tea and pastries are enjoyed together. These tea rooms often double as bakeries so that tea and pastries are enjoyed together.
They help students and researchers understand the order or chronology of historical events for a subject. in my real test, I waited. I wanted to correct my listening first before hitting the recorder option. So I ran out of time. So what I would say, just read it quickly and record it, and then here say it correctly. Retrospect means going back. Sentiment, I have a lot of sentiment. Plethora, plenty. Ignoration, not the word. Uphold means uphold your dignity. Harshly means wrongly. Unsustainable, not sustainable. Vaccinate means to vaccinate someone. Then sarcastic, you criticize. Sometimes I receive some sarcastic messages, you laugh at me. Arbitrary means you do it on your own. Vaccination, you know that. Hyper, I haven't heard of it. Ignoration, no. Ignorance, I heard. Ignoration, no. Never ever say or write equipments. There is no word called equipments. It should be equipment. Equipment is plural as well. It could be singular, it could be plural. Many times I hear people saying many equipment. That is right. But don't say many equipments. There is no sa sound in equipment. That's what I do. Whenever I forget to include any answer or when I fail to find the right answer, I look at the title, and from the title, sometimes you get the correct answer. So why applications? Look at the last word, you see applications. So in your real exam, sometimes you see that your answers are done. Then you can take some break, think about something else, let that time pass away. Right now I'm talking to you. I'm enjoying my life here at the moment. I'm sharing my thoughts with you. I'm just biding my time. At that time, you can also spend some time on your own thinking.
I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble.
While I was taking the test, my neighbor was playing the music. So at that time, I got a bit nervous during the speaking session because the sound was loud, but somehow I could control myself.
I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble. I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble.
Here it tries. An important example of the latter is spotting the partner during turns, especially free spins. Hierarchical, hierarchy from senior to junior. Counseling, you're giving me counseling. Serenity means peace. Innumerable means a lot of. Precede means, let's say something, my 14th clip precedes my 15th video. So, age. Analogy means comparison. Humanitarian means to help people. Then indifference means not careful. Elaborate, expand. Adjacent means close, nearly, slightly open. Resilient means you are resilient. You want to take the test again. You want to do better. I am resilient. I want to do better. Misinterpret, not interpreting it correctly. Bhul bojha, that is something I know. Yeah, these are the. I'm struggling with these blanks. I had this question earlier. Again, sometimes you get many similar questions, but you keep struggling because maybe I do not repeat watching my content. I do not see what I uploaded. Maybe I do not correct my answers. I do not check whether the answers are correct or not. You could do that. You could, this is your test. This is why you're here. You want to look how the test is being done and find out the answers. This is how you develop your vocabulary too. Dalo. Not sure about.
Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication. Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication. Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication.
So be careful, write it down. Do not write distant there. That is distance communication. So be careful about the spelling, be careful about the words, the particular words. Sometimes there is a slight difference. So you have to hear it carefully. Now, how can you develop your listening skills? What I do, I tend to watch YouTube videos. I tend to watch the BBC News at times, but I don't have too much time to watch. But I would say if I were in your position, I would continue to watch YouTube videos. He claimed that his decision was because he was concerned for the orchestra's well-being. my answers are right. So always look at the next passage to find out the answers of the previous passage. I can't do that now. I am in the next section, but you can do it if you want to. So what I do in this section, that is my new strategy. It worked well for me in my real Duolingo test, and my reading was not that difficult. Maybe I practiced a lot with you. Maybe. So I look at the last line and I look at the first two lines, and let me see what is that. Blown away. And then yeah, and this is the one. He was blown away because he didn't hear it beforehand. And then the next line, he couldn't believe they had been playing together so long that he never heard of them before. Maybe he didn't hear of them before. That's what the line is referring to. The first line, he was blown away. Then look at the last line. He listened to different kinds of music, but not the one that is referred to in the second passage. My opinion, you can disagree with me. So talking about, look at the question here, it's in past tense. Definitely the answer should be in past tense. Why? Because look at the next sentence, it is in present tense. He also watches, but the question is in past tense. So your answer has to be in past tense. Now see, look at this question. It is in present tense. That's why the answer will be in present tense. No, not talking about his favorite band. Yeah. No, before he went to the concert, this band wasn't his favorite band. I think he found a new favorite band. No, he listened to the CD. No, he didn't. No. I think the B number is the correct answer. I'm just guessing. You can disagree with me. And nothing to do with his college collection. Sell his CD. No, we don't hear it. I think new favorite band. Done. At the beginning of this practice test, this was my weakest link. But over the period, because of practicing with you and because of finding different ways and developing my strategies, I think I can better handle this part, interactive reading. So it shows that with regular practice, with regular development, and with regular thought processes, you can really work hard and keep on developing. It's not about scoring 150, 130, 140 here. It's about the process, how you develop yourself throughout the process. And look at me, I'm developing. You can also develop. So you are a teaching assistant. The workload is heavy. So you want to, yeah. So you are talking to your friend.
Hey,
Are you enjoying being a TA this semester?
Yeah, the first line is about overwhelming because you look at the instruction, they talk about the two teaching assistants, they are overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means they are under pressure, they are burnt out.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like I'm barely keeping up with all the grading and class preparation.
So we don't hear about any grades. So it could be this one. Yeah, they talk about the class preparation. Always hear the last sentence properly.
Exactly. It's been pretty challenging so far.
So not introducing any good idea so far. So we are in it together. Because look at the other options. Professor, they don't talk about professors yet. Good idea, no suggestions come up. So this seems to be the best answer. Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, now
Maybe
comes
we
the
can
idea.
trade off grading assignments or something like that.
They will share each other's workload. They don't talk about their next semester. They don't have any complaint. They are looking for a solution now. They don't talk about professor. I think this is the best answer. Yeah.
That's a great idea. We should definitely try to get ahead as much as possible. Thanks for the help.
I'm looking at the time. I'm not sure about this one. Suggestions? No. Suggestions not. Those are great. All great. No. When you say those are all great suggestions, you still carry on the conversation, but they have ended their conversation. Thanks for brainstorming. No, they don't brainstorm. Thanks for starting. They don't start. Thank you. These are all our great suggestions. Let me try this one. I am confused between these and these. I think this. No problem. Brainstorming. That's the correct answer. So what I should have done in the previous one, that they didn't say we would meet tomorrow. So I think I should have gone for the other answer, brainstorming. Yeah, you can only look at your keyboard sometime, but don't like this. You will be in trouble. Sometimes you can look at your keyboard, but most of the time you'll have to look at the camera. Yeah, so this is a topic. So what you can do, you to look at this topic, take this topic, write it down, write for 5 minutes, practice with me. Okay, don't only look at me now, because you because I'm gonna write, so you'll have to write. So write with me, ladies and gentlemen.
Describe a talent that you or someone you know has.
So in my previous section, I should have kept some time for revision. I watched a channel, Reem Alam's channel. She gave that suggestion, that edit. So I'll talk about it later. So I know many talented people. I can talk about Mozart. He was a talented pianist. He was born in Italy and he was a blind pianist, but he didn't allow his blindness to affect him. He kept on producing his talent the best way he could. So how one can be talented? Yeah, it's a byborn capacity. At the same time, you need to practice hard to nourish your talent. You look at the present society, there are plenty of talented musicians. Some of them are greater than Mozart, but they could not outwit Mozart because Mozart worked hard on his talent. He nourished his talent. But nowadays, what you see, many talented musicians, they lose their way. They do not work hard. They just keep losing their interest and they do not know how to find something successful with hard work, panache, interest, and enthusiasm. If I want to be Mozart, I need to keep on being persistent and I need to understand my audience's mind, and Mozart could feel it and he could deliver on his promise. This is a momentous occasion. You look at the image, you see people of all backgrounds, and they are of different colors. So it shows that the place is a diverse place. You also have inclusivity there, and a lady or a person is erecting a monument. They are going to celebrate it together. So that's what we need. With people of different minds, we can build on something new. And if we want to develop that structure, we might have to include people of all different backgrounds. We might have different viewpoints, we might have different ideologies, but what we need in our society is to bring all these different ideas together and create a meaningful place for each of us. Let's talk about my thoughts here. Let's say I have a YouTube channel and I have viewers from different countries. They all are watching my videos and they want to develop themselves. I'm also trying to improve myself. So, this is how we are building an image of development. Similarly, they work together to create unity, and with unity comes success. Smartphones have become a necessity in our life. With smartphones, you can record your lectures. I used to be a teacher in Bangladesh. I could record my lectures using smartphones, and I heard my own lectures, and I felt that I needed to improve myself. Without hearing my own voice, I wouldn't have known the problems I had in my English. Similarly, it also has some drawbacks. For example, in my classes, my students are not attentive to my lectures. They are busy scrolling through their latest Facebook posts. They are busy using their smartphones. But as they are college students, I am unable to say anything to them. Also, the privacy is not being respected. I'm teaching something, my students might record my lectures without permission. Also, with wrong messaging, let's say I'm texting my wife I'm writing I love you, instead of writing I love you to her, I might send the same text to another individual who I don't even know. So that these things could happen. But I love everyone. That's true. Okay. So that's what I was talking about. I write everything in 5 minutes, but I watched Reem Alam's channel the other day, and she gave a very important suggestion. That is, finish writing, then revise it for 10 or 15 seconds, something like that. It means finish writing, then revise, have some time for revision. I never do that. See, that is something you can also follow. So just look at the questions, stay relevant to the topic. That is my biggest problem. I do not stay relevant because I like talking, I like taking time before talking. I'm good at striking a conversation, but not good at talking about these things. Okay, now is my time. So yeah, email writing is more popular. You have more time, you can send your emails quickly, and you don't have to wait too much time. But on the other hand, now look at the situation. Mail writing or sending mails is still popular. Think about mail posts. You want to send a bill, I think mail is the safest option. Every day I receive some mails, and all of them are from banks. They ask me to buy their credit cards, and they also give me their credit card reports. Now email wouldn't be a safe option here. It could be, my privacy could be leaked, my passwords could be hacked, but nobody is gonna open my mailbox, at least not in our apartment where everyone is congenial, everyone is happily sharing their space, and nobody has a swindling or mentality. So I would say letters, still they have their disadvantages. They take too much time, they do not come in the right time. You are writing a letter, uh, it but let's say my children, they want to write letters to their grandparents, so they live in Bangladesh. my grand their grandparents live in Bangladesh, my children live in the US. So if they want to send letters, they might have to spend almost $35. It's a huge amount of money. So why would they do that if they can email their grandparents? So that's where the problem lies. Mails take too much time, they are more expensive, and they are not always needed. But at the same time, for official purposes, you need these documents, you need to save these documents, you need the privacy of these documents. Hence, you need mails. Also, nobody can ignore the importance of paper documents, even though the digitalization of the world is propelling people to go paperless. Still, I would say having papers as documents is still crucial. Now, think about the legal system. They don't go there with some paperless documents to prove their points. They depend on paperwork to prove themselves. So that's why mails have their importances. Tough stuff. Okay, same score. So thanks everyone. I score 140 in real tests, and in practice tests I score between 135 and 145. The door of 150 will never open for me, but I'll keep trying. Doesn't matter if I score 0 or 150 or 120, doesn't matter. My job is to help you, and as long as I'm helping you, I'm giving you some rich ideas, and I'm seeing your betterment, I'll be happy. As long as you keep me alive, I will be alive. That's the point. So thanks a lot. Keep watching my content. Keep do not please don't download my video and use it in on your channel. You don't do it, only one person did it, but I forgive you. Don't do that, because my subscribers are wonderful people, my viewers are great people. I love you all, and take care. Long live the world. Let us have peace in the world. Take care. Love you.